Okay, now everyone can hear us.
Not so
There
cold
we
opening.
go. Attempt number 2. Welcome to Vaccine Game, where everything is fun and nobody hurts and nobody ever forgets anything.
What?
Yeah, I know. Before we start, anybody got any announcements?
I love you guys.
Anything from Scotty regarding the new setup or whatnot?
Hey, we're live and it's working and we're not lagging. Hooray!
Yay!
Good enough for me.
Oh, and there's a rubber ducky below Sammi.
Oh, good to know.
Yes! My new friend! Hello!
It's right below you.
Oh, I just noticed it.
Hello, friends!
So, last time we played, the group had found themselves in Dark Radix. They had defeated a creature that they now know is to be called the Lost. These horrible gray-skinned creatures with long, pointed arms that pierced straight through Sammi, knocking her unconscious right before Crypto dealt the final blow. But when Sammi got up, she didn't look like Sammi anymore necessarily. She had glowing green eyes instead of her normal. What do they normally look like, Gaia?
They're like white and they have like light blue like insides in them. So
Okay.
like where the color would be and where the iris would be is blue.
And seemed to have a very different voice and much different personality. And as you guys were talking and wondering, where did the sweet moth lady with the cookies go? You guys started to smell pizza. And as you exited the church to investigate this smell, you guys saw a flash of light, and you were standing in a opulent room with like these marble pillars, and in front of you a very large circular bed filled with a dozen naked people. I believe it was Simon's very, very high history roll that told you guys that you guys are probably in the city of Subnautica, and the individual that approached you can only be King Elliot, ruler of this land, and certainly one for debauchery and fun. You guys had been sort of awkwardly shuffled out of the room, covering your eyes for many of you.
Oh, thank God.
So, you guys are directly outside of this bedchamber, as it were.
Jimmy is hyperventilating.
King Elliot is like, so, okay. So, ping pong is that way, beer pong is right next door to it. And he sort of like covers up slightly more with the robe so that Sammy's not like getting flashed. Which, by the way, pretty much everyone in that room was butt naked, and when he came out, he put on a robe that hid basically nothing. He says,
Am I all? Is that what it is? I'm so sorry that I didn't make fun of Bart's salsa recipe. I didn't know that apples and vinegars can taste good.
like, no, he just wraps you in a hug, which like is really sweet, and then you remember he's mostly naked. He's just like, no, it's okay. He's like trying to pat your head but can't reach, so he's just patting the shoulder. He's like, I'm guessing the fray you guys came through is not a pleasant place.
My colleagues mentioned something about the smell of pizza. I can't smell it, but there must be pizza around?
He's like, I'll be honest, I was only smelling the kush, but there should be pizza down there, and he points and sort of like leads you over to the balcony, and there is just like this massive banquet table, the sort of one where you'd see like kings and queens like sitting at either side, and there are just dozens of pizza boxes and bowls of salsa and chips, and there are people laying on the table drinking. There's a couple that are standing on the table having a sword fight with pool noodles. It is chaos and kind of awesome.
Kind of reminds me of college.
This is the weirdest church I've ever been to, as Barkley just casually walks over there.
Not quite
I don't know what's happening. Am I dead?
Sammi, look! As he has just this 80s pizza cheese that's like still connected to it, even though he took it out of the box. They got pizza!
So he sort of, he's like, oh, 1 second. And he disappears back into the room, and as you guys are coming back down the stairs, you actually see a flash of movement out of the side of your eye as he comes skiding down the banister beside you and drops the landing perfectly and turns around, and this time he's wearing like skinny jeans and like one of those black mesh fishnet shirts that just shows the pecs.
Are we not supposed to be dressed?
He says, by all means, you could be undressed if you want, but I figured some of you were a little uncomfortable with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
He
not
just
saying
turns
it's trying
over.
to make my subjects more comfortable.
Just turns over to Barkley, and he looks like a normal skeleton with an afro, and he's like, I don't know
think
why.
Citizens, are you? Where are you folks from?
Well, I'm Neo Red Army by way of Rosa Gallic.
Okay.
Wait, are we not in the corruption area anymore?
No.
No, the corruption area is well ways outside the city. You guys are in Subnautica.
Ooh.
Welcome to the Empire of Try, friends. Come on, let's go get pizza.
What? What's in? Did you put Kush in this pizza?
He's like, no, it's in that one over there, and it's not push, it's magic mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Well, you see, sometimes this happens when I party. You just gotta go with the flow. You know, sometimes you just have a little too many, you know, and then you wake up and you don't know where you are and you don't know the people around you.
He's
But
like,
you just
okay,
gotta
okay,
be chill.
I'm sorry, there was a big monster. It hit me in the face, and now we're here. So.
Yeah, actually, what happened to that monster?
He sort of like actually shoves a bunch of people out of the way and to make room for you guys all to sit. And he's like, so you guys were being chased by a monster in an area of corruption?
Yes.
And then stepped through into our bedroom.
Yes, we can.
No. I mean, we were chasing the monster into the corruption, killed the monster, and then I think
It was
got
outside
out
of a church.
to your bedroom.
Somebody mentioned about smelling pizza. I think that was Crypto. And then we were here.
Yeah, pizza is the key there.
Maybe the fray was pizza flavored.
That's a strange one.
I do not remember pizza.
Wait a minute, Sammy! He still has like cheese coming out of his jawline. Runs over to Sammy. Are you okay? You were down on the ground.
No, I'm
No,
fine.
you remember
He's
her
like
not
shaking
being
you
on-
violently by your shoulders.
You also remember her having that a different voice than the Sammy you're used to.
Yeah. Don't you remember talking, telling us about the lunar night? Was the...
You would remember the Lunar Night, yeah.
Yeah, lunar night sounds familiar.
No, I don't know.
Do you happen to change eye color usually? I mean,
What?
yeah, that's weird.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, it was like you were trying to put on like a superhero ego, and you just were like way too serious about it.
Oh, so you guys are Henshin. That makes sense.
Well, she is, I think.
Oh, okay. I mean that's normal for people to change their eye color. We have a couple of them here. I have no idea where he is. Whatever.
Barkley uses the quick mask to have literally his same face, but he changes his eye colors from cyan to green.
Nice. He says, that's nice. I can do that too. And when he blinks, the eyes that he opens are like pitch black, and then he blinks again, and they're like neon pink.
Okay.
Uh,
That's
Well.
pretty baller. Looks at the camera.
Oh.
What are you looking at?
When he looks at the camera, he uses that same cantrip again, and his eyeballs are a little basketball spinning.
Oh my.
He says, so,
I'm going to sit down now, if that's okay.
I'm gonna suggest you guys take a load off, get some pizza, and maybe try and figure out. So, from what I'm gathering, you guys probably made your way through a fray, which I know a little bit of. I'll be honest, I kind of spaced out that part of university, but I remember a little bit of it. Actually, yeah, if you guys are dealing with frays, I wonder if it'd be better for you guys to talk to the Knights of the Grid.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something about them being around or something.
The Old Republic, perhaps.
That's
That's exactly what I was saying.
Definitely not anything inspired by those two things.
Oh, you get to run around most of the time without a lightsaber? Oh, wait.
Which at this point, the few of you who are starting to eat, those of you who are starting to eat pizza and also took the rings from an Aximander last episode, you don't know where they came from, but you currently have a ring on your finger.
Huh, I don't remember this one. Oh, well. You just continue eating the pizza.
Lyra's got like 10 rings on all of her fingers, and so a new one is like, oh, that's interesting.
I must have lost it.
Simon notices it, but he's going to squirrel that away for future consideration and not make a big scene about it.
What kind of pizzas do we have? I'm sorry, I'm going to be that nitpicky person.
Oh, there are all kinds.
Like marshmallows and chocolate and pickles and anchovies and...
there are, but you do notice that they're the like specialty ones. There are a surprising amount of like fruity ones, like pineapple and ham, anchovy. There's like a dessert one that has like mango and like fruit salsa and whatnot on it, and a lot of there are anchovies on most of these pizzas.
Probably not with the pizza, but since this is where the food's around, are there any condiments out, like ketchup and mustard and stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God damn it, Scotty!
Barkley grabs the mustard and he just pours it all over the pizza.
No! No! I hate you.
He just leans over to Daiyo and he's like, was he high when he got here?
We think he might be. We think he might have a +2 to pre-toke.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just a leech that's trying to destroy us.
I mean, that makes sense, yeah.
Little by little.
No, seriously, this is like a secret ingredient. No one ever tries this, but it's like the best thing.
Huh.
And he's got like a spiral, like a one single like spiral mustard on the entire pizza.
It's worse than the orgy.
Well,
There's like this really drunk water genocide that sort of wanders up. Huh. Is that good?
Sure. He hands him a slice.
He's gonna try it. Yeah, no, he barfs on your shoes, Bark.
Excellent.
Oh, that means I did a good job. Pats him on the back.
Oh, yeah! It just gives you thumbs up while, like, keeled over underneath the chair.
Simon's going to go off on a little tangent about how they should not have cooked the damn mushrooms. They should have cooked it after they come out of the oven.
They're like, well, yeah, that's for the taste. We have the fresh ones to get high with over there.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, you can get high off of mushrooms?
Well, I don't know about you.
You can
Is
get
there a place where I can get some fresh air?
buddy.
Please.
Yeah, sure. Fresh air or fresh water? Do you care?
Fresh water would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you breathe water is my question.
I don't breathe.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I don't know if that is healthy.
So he leads you guys out of, or the three of you, I guess, and whoever else wants to come.
I would say it's good for my cardio, but I don't have lungs. That's a Restless trait.
Leads you out of this dining hall and through this like grand entryway that has like these two beautiful curling marble staircases that are just covered. Looks like somebody went through and TP'd the entire room. There's like toilet paper rolls hanging off of the chandelier. There's like 4 drunk guys sitting on the stairs, passing around a blunt.
Lisa seems kind of intense.
He's like, yeah, I mean, I know it's a bit much, especially for guys just walking in. I mean, normally we get an invite or whatever, but
Sorry.
it's fine. And he sort of throws open the front doors, and it opens up to a like long stone walkway that leads into this beautiful sparkling city of glass and almost like shell and pearl. And beyond it, you can see in the distance, instead of a horizon, there's just this blue sparkling glow. And you realize a second later, you are in one of the domed cities of Subnautica, and beyond the dome is just endless ocean for miles and miles.
Is there thunder around?
There is no thunder.
Enter the Thunderdome.
He says, this is fresh air, obviously. The water biome is just over next door. Through that, and he points, and there's this little, like, gazebo, and then attached to it with a glass tunnel is just another dome that looks to be filled entirely with water.
Oh.
I just start running to the water.
Barkley, just very naive, just casually just walks to the water one.
Simon ambles.
By the way, Barkley's still naked. He's a skeleton, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's a generic. He just now looks like a generic skeleton with an afro.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Simon is ambling. He's got a little distracted smile on his face.
He's like, so for those of you who don't know how to breathe, do you want me to, like, I can cast a spell that can help for a while, or?
Please.
Sure. Okay.
Wait a moment.
Sit down. And he brings you guys all into the gazebo, where it actually looks a lot bigger on the inside. There's these beautiful like pink cushions that have like little pearls on the edges where it's beaded, and sits you all down and starts doing casting a spell. And he's actually starting to like sing a little bit, and as he's singing, he's pulling water from underneath the door to where it goes to the the water dome, and pulling droplets of water and sort of shaping them around and making them do little dances in the air. And he says, "Oh, okay," and there you go. And as he throws his hands out, all of you are splashed with a little bit of the water, and you have water breathing for 24 hours, is it?
Yep.
Nice.
No concentration.
Oh.
You definitely see Crypto just kind of like, as he relaxes a little bit more.
He says, yeah, it happens. I mean, sea elf, it's not a thing I usually have to think about, but not everybody in the city can breathe. It's fine.
Simon is going to wander over and look for the nearest tide pool and shove his face into it and watch the whole microcosm of marine life in there.
Hey,
Tide pod pool?
anyone else notice some of their spells are off? I remember using all my spells, but suddenly I have 2 second-level spell slots, huh?
Oh.
What?
Wow. That's
Just
crazy.
Simon will look at Bart from between his legs, like ass up in the air from where he was sitting in the tide pool.
Oh my.
You know, now that you mention it, I do feel a bit mightier. I thought it might have been the mushrooms.
I thought it was the pizza.
I feel like I got punched in the face severely. I don't know what's I'm gonna vomit.
He says, not in the pool, not in the pool, and hands you a bucket.
Oh, thank you.
He has create bucket.
Create bucket.
He just grabs a bucket from next door, from next to you.
Lyra does that friend.
And as soon as you pull away, Sammi, the bucket flashes, and whatever was in there is just disintegrated.
Nice.
Oh.
It's a bucket of prestidigitation.
Gross.
So sorry. Okay.
Don't leave your face in there.
Or it's a bucket of annihilation.
Oh. I'm going to move my face away from that.
He sort of sits down next to you, where you are. Simon starts kicking his feet in the water. It's like, so you guys are from Neo-Radami. What are you doing here? Like, was this intentional, or... Yeah.
Oh, no. No, we were following Aqua through the fray, and next thing we knew, we were trying to find our way back, and boom, here we were. Like we said, it was all...
Who are you again? Like, I don't think I got names.
I apologize. I'm Simon Skullgoblet. We're of the Digital Wardens. Over there, my colleagues, the Solar Lady, we know her as Sammi. I believe that young lady's name is Lyra. The young fish lady that jumped in the water already, her name was Daiyo. The tall furry fellow there is Crypto, and the fellow that looks like he needs all of the sandwiches is Bark Lee.
He's like, oh, I know Bark.
We're all close personal friends.
Barkley is somehow doing
He's
like
literally a celebrity.
Barkley's somehow like in the water doing like backstrokes and somehow shooting water out between his teeth. You're not
Right,
sure
but-
how he's doing that.
He does pull out a phone though as you're talking and sort of skimming through, and he says, "Oh, this was you." And he pulls up the video, and it's got like pictures of Daiyo lighting a cigarette off of the
Animatronic horror.
yes, the animatronic horror. And then another one which you guys didn't know was a thing of you guys running along a train fighting some terrifying gray monster.
That's the thing that hit me.
I like to think Barkley is
Yeah.
somehow, even though everything's all blurry, he's looking at the camera and he's like in mid-run at the camera.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's like, wait, so that's the thing that hit you and you think you're still bruised from, Miss Sammi?
Yes. I mean, it hit me, and then I ended up here. So it must have hit me really hard. I've never been hit that hard.
I think it hit her hard enough to damn near kill her.
It died.
You guys know that only
I
happened.
wasn't
like-
in like a very scary dark place, so yeah. My
I'm sorry, it happened what now?
This was posted 30 minutes ago.
Well,
That sounds about right. You hear from Barkley as he swims by.
He's like, I just thought it was weird since you guys mentioned like you had more of your spells left, like you rested, but
Yeah, I feel like we've all like gotten closer as friends, and like I maybe today's not my first day anymore. You know, you feel that? Like we have like a bond now. Anybody else? No? Me? Okay.
he's like, no, I definitely feel that with you guys.
not you.
Oh.
Not you.
I like very much.
Simon is quietly radiating over there, just like,
Oh god. The worst.
just got little flecks of code just sparking off of his ears.
Barkley does like the Baywatch thing where they slowly get out of the pool. It's all dramatic. And then he, just flips his fro around, and the water is just splashing everywhere, and the diamonds on his bones are just shining extra glistening. And he's just like, yeah, no, I don't rest. I thought that was kind of the point for Restless.
He actually giggles at you.
Do you got a towel? Like, somehow my hair is just like horror movie, just like covering my face, and it's all deep down.
He like just waves a hand, and one of the towels off to the side just sort of like lifts up and comes over towards you through the air.
Oh, neat. Grabs it.
As you get closer, you can see the sort of like wavering outline of a humanoid shape. He's like, so I presume you guys you seem a little distressed, like you might need to go home. Do you have like a plan for that, or?
Does anybody have transportation? Because I can't really fly all of us home. I'm not that strong.
how far are we? Do we know that?
Well, we're in Subnautica, and we started out in Neo Redami, so
He's like, so where in Neo Redami are you from? Which, because reminder to you guys, Neo Redami is a city the size of basically the real life United States. It is absolutely massive. You guys are from the dead center of it, basically downtown.
Haha, dead.
He's like, I'm gonna say at least a couple of days, depending on your mode of transit. Like, on a plane, yeah, it's gonna be maybe like a 3-day flight or so.
Huh.
And he
Oh,
sort of looks to
Professor?
Bark, and he's like, don't you have a game sometime soon?
Yeah, I think it's tomorrow or something.
oh,
He's like, well, you could get a plane,
And as he says,
but
that
they're expensive.
he's
and gonna
walking over, and he like takes the towel off, and his hair just, poof, it's back to normal.
He says, but we do have royal teleportation circles here.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Maybe use it.
In
Huh.
exchange, I could use a small favor.
That's okay. I'll autograph anything you want.
I don't know.
He's
what
like, no, I
kind of favor
actually,
you
I would
want
be
to
into
turn
that,
into.
but this is not the thing that I'm talking about. He's like, okay, so I have this friend. Give me a second, let me find her name.
That's okay. I forget names all the time.
Anella Axbeak. She's a nature director, a friend of mine. She finds herself in need of, well, adventurers, and you guys seem to fit the bill. You seem pretty decent, and you guys also makes for some pretty good television. I was wondering if you guys are interested in an opportunity, something like that.
Oh, sure. That sounds fun.
Is he okay?
I'm just right as rain.
I hate all of this. I'm
You
dying
wouldn't
inside.
if you could do what I do.
I mean, the only one who's in a rush is like Barkley, right?
Well, we do have a job to get back.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
We are supposed to be getting paid for all of this shenanigans.
Maybe we should contact the professor and tell him where we are.
That sounds like a cool idea.
Are you kidding? You little.
I'm marvelous. How are you?
He's freaking me out.
It's okay.
Did we
He's,
try?
it's okay. He's just high. Happens all the time.
I,
Oh, okay.
Did we try to contact the professor when we were in the corruption world?
As far as you remember, no.
Why didn't we try to contact the professor?
I mean, you were only there for a couple of minutes, and while
Yes.
you were a little distracted with monster hunting and then figuring out what the fuck was wrong with Sammi.
Hmm.
Well, I better go get my clothes. That's where my cell phone is. He goes and gets his clothes and comes back. Because he literally like just took them off and they were just sitting there in the round bedroom or whatever it was, and he just grabs. Probably he's like, no, I don't wear socks. What are these? And then just,
Just
Well-
like, a handkerchief. Nope, that's a thong.
It's an ascot sleeve, Callie.
Eye patch, got it.
vampire themed underwear, huh?
How did you get my underwear? Excuse me.
Even
Oh,
if
yeah.
we contact the professor, it may still be 3 or 4 days or whatever. So it may be advantageous to just take up King Elliot's. Is that what your name was?
Yes, King Elliot.
Yeah.
It may be quicker if we just take his offer and see if we can help them out, since it is a teleporting circle. Teleportation
should you ask him? Should tell him anyway.
Yeah, we can keep him up to date. But if we were trying to like catch a ride from the professor, it may just be better
Oh,
Just
I
let him.
agree.
to let him know what we're
Yeah,
doing.
right. Just point him
Alternatively-
where and I'll shoot.
Alternatively, Crypto, you do know that the Knights of the Grid have a decently sized headquarters here, and the Knights Virtual, which tend to focus here a little bit more than elsewhere, they can travel through the grid relatively quickly. So if you decided not to go on this adventure do a favor for the king, you might be able to do that.
Hey, Professor, you will not believe what happened.
I saw you guys on a train. What the hell was that? You were on the train. You were kicking ass. You threw the thing under the train, and then you disappeared.
Yeah,
And
so
then we ended up in the bad world, and then we fought a monster, and it crushed my face, and then there was some dark stuff, and then I ended up here, and then
Okay,
we all,
Sammy,
pretty crazy,
calm down,
right?
Sammy,
and I don't like it.
calm down. Somebody give her some mushrooms, please.
No, that's the worst thing she could have right now.
Oh no, your paranoia level would go through the fucking roof.
Trust me, she'd start tasting purple, it would get really bad.
she would be better served with some of the kush.
I hate this.
He's like, oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, so somehow we're in Subnautica. Fun story.
Okay. You must have fallen through that rift then. Okay. Or that fray, yeah. Okay.
Wait, so you knew about that fray?
Well, I figured you disappeared, and that's what we were tracking. We were tracking the fray anyway. You guys just sort of found it with your faces.
Good.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to run in there. I just
No, you're fine. Sammy, you're fine. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it'll help. You guys do probably need, like, a ride home. I'll put about 500 gold onto each of your accounts so that you can get a way home or whatever you need. I don't know if you need, like, healing potions or necro potions or whatever.
Oh, well, thank you.
Man, our employee is so nice comparatively to somebody else's employee. Just the nice.
About 100% less Faustian bargains.
Now, Mr. King, sir, you don't need to worry about this, but I can get you season tickets if you want.
Yes, I would definitely want. And he sort of like sidled up to look at your phone. He's like, who are you talking to?
Oh, it's just the king. No big deal. Hey, say hi. He puts the phone up to the king.
They start chit-chatting. He's, yeah, hello, this is King Elliot. Yes.
Hello.
It's the strangest thing. I mean, they're kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. I might have them do a job for me if you don't mind.
No, thank you.
Barkley has pointer finger bone on his jaw, and then he puts it down on his hip and goes. Tss.
Kurtz would have like the most fun time here.
Mm-hmm.
He would just be so happy. But this doesn't hurt.
I'm just remembering the really old school Golden Age Batman comics where Joker was just like, darn Batman and his boner, I will show him.
No. It was Joker's big boner.
Oh, that's what it was. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Your Highness, we will be glad to help you as long as it's not sexual.
He's like, I mean, I wouldn't deny it. All of you are beautiful, but I perfectly understand if you want to abstain. That's personal choice.
It's not physically possible for me, so sorry.
I mean,
Life finds a way.
only if you're unimaginative.
Oh
He
well.
winks at you.
Let's check. Twitch mature content. Okay, yeah.
What's
Okay,
the
that makes sense.
job? What is the job? Love of all things holy. And
You
What
listen.
is
This
the
is
job?
what happens. You said orgy. This is just gonna be the thing.
This is your life now.
This reminds me of this one party I was in at Neo-Rad-Ami, and there was this crazy goblin chick, and she was talking about this ancient scroll about this one pop star who invented the 20-some. And I think her name was Hertz.
20-some? Oh, that's just a legend.
Like,
For some reason,
mean,
that
hers
makes
was
me
the
want to
legend.
vomit.
I just imagine that there's like a whole room dedicated to like restless sex, and it's called the Bone Zone.
Subtitle, I got a bone to pick with you.
Title of the episode, guys. Bones.
Top Hat and Kane out of nowhere. That's tonight, folks. All right. See you next time.
Oh, the Yakko.
Good night, everybody. All right.
Oh, God.
So what's this favor?
Okay, so my friend, she's a marine biologist. She does this. She's a producer for some nature documentary thing, and she's been hunting down this big beastie thing, and they want to capture it so that they can run tests on it, make sure it's healthy, check on its growth development, that sort of thing. Downside is it bites like a motherfucker, and none of her crew are trained for that. They're trained for TV. But you guys seem pretty damn good at violence.
I turn to Daiyo.
But you wanna capture the monster alive?
Yeah.
Like breathing and alive. Not like Barkley, but like actually alive.
Scotty, in post production, can you put like the beautiful mind math over?
Oh, I thought
Like, I mean,
I thought you were gonna say I should get that like poorly gift skeleton that's going like that or something.
Oh no, I was just saying he needs some of that beautiful mind math going around. Like, you wanted to take it live?
he's like, well, if you guys don't think you're up for it, then it's fine. I'll just find somebody else. But I mean,
Oh,
Barkley
No.
is up for any task.
We can
Oh,
find
that
anything.
bark.
one question though.
Fishy friend. I already have one.
One question though. What exactly is the name of this beastie that was back again?
I think they've been calling it Jeanette.
Oh,
The actual
okay.
thing, what it's called. It's a, I'll be honest, I was drunk when she told me. I don't remember. But give me a second, I'll find her and you can chat with her. And he pulls out the phone again and starts seemingly to text somebody.
Okay.
Barkley leaves, comes back with a box of pizza, and he sits down with a box of pizza.
Oh,
Yeah, he shares.
And as you guys are watching,
I'm sorry, this was your first day. The first time our job we did this, we had also pizza, but it was in a kid's birthday party.
and there was a giant animatronic haw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pizza
that
comes
sounds
with-
that's nice.
I heard it smelled like death when it was burning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
comes with the job, I
he just
guess.
picks up his phone. He's like, yeah, like 90% of the comments under that video were talking about how terrible the stench was.
I don't-
Apparently, all the shit you sign smells like it, but it's still going for a lot of money online.
I don't know how they're able to smell it through a video, but that must be one of those new smell-o-vision ones.
Yeah, I guess so.
They must have uploaded it to SmellTube.
Mm-hmm. A few minutes later, you
I'm
guys,
sure that's a thing.
yeah,
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's full sensorium.
yeah.
virtual reality.
Like they have those theaters now, where you can get the IMAX one with the vibration and the smell and everything.
Yep.
4D.
There you go. That's the word. A few minutes later, you guys see a Aarakocran woman. He's a beautiful white feathers, almost like a swan, that's sort of like slicked back, wearing a business suit, which looks really out of place here, like a black skirt and like a lime or a pale green button up, and sort of walks in. I guess these are the ones you told me about. And King Ellie just gets up and gives her a big hug, and she says, "Okay, so I'm Anella Axbeak. I'm the marine biologist on this particular documentary. Is everybody here or?"
I think. Wait, is Daiyo still swimming?
No, I think I was talking to the king, so.
Oh, okay. I
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
I didn't. I'm wet, but I'm not sure.
But that's
Wink.
Callie.
Oh my.
Like Game Grumps, where Brian winks and it's just shattering glass noise. That's my wink.
So she says, we're attempting to capture and subdue, not for long. Like, Elliot said that you guys were a little surprised at the capturing thing. We don't need to, we just need a few minutes with it so we can do our tests and make sure it gets its vaccines and those sort of things. And it is a baby.
He said the
so-
name.
You said the word.
Oh! I'm stupid as shit, don't mind me.
So-
Not quite. I have another picture in mind I'll send to the chat later.
Okay.
She says, it is a baby, so it's not as tough. Its bite still hurts a lot. Yeah, it definitely put one of the cameramen in the infirmary a little bit ago. It's
That was
called
picture
a. Say that again.
Picture?
I do, yeah. And she pulls up she has a tablet and sort of turns it around to you guys and shows it to you. She says it's called a bichir.
Gesundheit.
Can I roll an Arcana check to know what that is? Or
Sure.
something?
Go for it.
Would our shenanigans here so far count as a short rest?
You will see, yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting strong with a 27 on a nat 20. My knowledge
Holy
check.
shit.
Yeah.
I'll say any of you that have nature can roll, and I'll say Daiyo, you can as well, because it is an aquatic creature, because that's kind of your thing.
17.
Nice.
I've forgotten Sammi has nature.
What did you say it was called?
Natural 20 for the use?
Nice. A bichir. It's a lungfish. They're normally the size of like a horse, I guess. This one's a little smaller. It has the bitey mouth of a shark. Really strong front fins that it can use as legs. It can hunt on land as well. Thankfully, it can't really get through the domes, but yeah, it's kind of a problem to some of the surface settlements sometimes.
That sounds oddly familiar, looks at camera.
I don't know what you're talking about. She says they're incredibly they're rare. They have a mucus that's just incredibly valuable in the realms of medicine and those sort of things.
I'm sorry, they kiss?
Mucus.
Oh, mucus.
They like spit out like. I mean,
Got it. Okay,
it's
I heard
basically
mucus,
snot.
and I was very confused.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're really nice with it, it might let you.
Oh.
She's like, I will admit, my head scientist has given one a kiss on the nose before, but it was heavily sedated.
I went to, I don't know if this is an actual trademark, so I apologize. It's supposed to be a spoof of SeaWorld. I went to Ocean Planet, and I remember the people who handled the seals there, they kiss the seals all the time. I mean, they're spats, right?
Yeah, they're a little bit more aggressive than that. Obviously you guys we would equip you guys with any number of like stunning weapons, nets, whatever you think would be helpful. We do have a decent level, a powerful cleric on hand in case things get out of hand and you think you might hurt the creature too much. But
Nets. I'm
Yes.
nothing but net.
Okay.
No, seriously though, nets would probably be very useful.
King Elliot, by the way, is laughing so hard he fell into the pool.
Oh.
Nice.
At least someone's laughing.
And like holds up, there's the head above the water, and he comes up sputtering, I saved the blunt, it's fine.
Hooray! Barkley grabs it, puts it between two teeth.
Oh.
It's not
Oh,
yet.
I'm not getting anything from it, I don't have lungs. It's just sitting in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Can Berkeley get high? Is that a possibility?
Not with a blunt.
Find out.
Maybe edibles, maybe.
That's something we must
That's a real
conduct
question.
scientific research on immediately.
Yep.
He has
Science.
he has shown that he has partied and partied hard. So you're not sure how though.
Oh. I sincerely hope Hurst has met him before.
It might have been his cause of original death. Who knows?
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it's just sitting there. Mm-hmm.
So for mechanical purposes, she can help you guys provide you guys with weapons that do the equivalent of subdual damage that behave exactly like your regular weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have rubber slugs? I guess.
Yeah, we can get those.
Points at Daiyo and Daiyo's gun.
What?
Alternatively, there's like
Oh,
stunning energy
rubber bullets are like
stuns.
stunning bullets.
Oh.
They
There's
still
also
they still really hurt.
Yeah, she says it's not the most sturdy of creatures. It should go down relatively quickly because, like I said, it is a baby. It's mostly the teeth you got to worry about.
Okay.
Gonna let it go when you're done with it?
So
Oh yes, no, of course. We're just tagging it, making sure it's got all of its.
So we get Betsy
Right,
for
thanks.
you, and then we are off onto the portals, royal portals, and we're back home.
Yeah, that.
Just in time for the big game!
But the big game's tomorrow.
That sounds like exactly the kind of story that would happen, like...
hmm
But it's not a story, it's real life, Barkley says, shaking you.
Please stop shaking me! Why do you keep doing that?
I don't know. He continues shaking.
Ah!
So I can get the crew ready to go in about like an maybe 2 hours or so. If you guys wanted to go around and do some shopping, I can.
Oh, what could we do for 2 hours? Okay, I'll see you in 2 hours, and he runs back to the party.
She's like, if you guys want to do any shopping or anything, which you guys did just get 500 gold from the professor.
Yeah. No, I just party.
Okay.
Save it.
They want to party! Cat, let them party!
Yeah.
Barkley shows a Restless trick where he takes like one of those big giant pints of beer and he puts it through one of his nasal cavities because
Oh,
it just
boy.
turns to ash, and he would still get drunk.
Simon's
It is a very popular move. You are suddenly surrounded by a lot of people,
Actually,
which isn't that
Performance check.
isn't a weird.
I rolled pretty bad, but that's fine. It's still over 10.
What do you get?
11.
Okay.
Simon's gonna teach everybody a little Rosa Gallica trick about how to breathe while hitting a pipe so that you get completely blasted on 2 puffs.
Barkley keeps trying it. It just never works.
Well-
While Barkley is trying to show off this like really buff football player size Triton guy comes up and starts and challenges you to a drinking game. He's just wearing like swim trunks and a shark tooth necklace.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
And if I lose, I'll assign your collarbone.
Sure. And wait, what? If I win, I'll sign your collarbone.
Sure.
Okay.
Looks down at the diamond-embedded collarbone.
Sharpie.
It'd be so rigid. And anyway, so
yeah.
alrighty. So drinking contest, go. What are we doing?
We'll say the best out of 3.
Just a con
Is this
save.
by invitation only, or is this an open
Yeah.
table?
He's like, yeah, sure. You want in, buddy?
Sure. Let's play.
Oh, God. That...
Simon, you don't need to roll insight on Barkley. Barkley doesn't seem to care about winning or losing. He's just doing it to get drunk.
What's our starting DC anyway?
It's just a versus contested rolls.
Oh, okay.
So whichever of you guys get the highest out of 3.
Okay, what
Alright.
what did the Triton get?
He got a big ol' 7.
Oh wow, I got an 8.
I got a 17.
These are... Jeez.
Matter of fact,
I got no fat to hold up the
after
alcohol.
first bit, this guy has to like take a break. He's probably been drinking for a while already.
Fair.
Oh,
Okay, his next roll was much better. That was a 15 for him.
17. Uh-oh. I don't think you realized we're still in the drinking game. So, alright, I got 16.
not done yet.
No, it's 17, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not done yet. I just wanted to.
Sorry, we were on round 2. And I got
Oh.
17, and he got 15, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also got a 15.
Nice. Oh boy.
Every drink, he's just alternating each nostril. Because he's weird. This time, I guess he pours into an eye socket because he got a 6.
Around round 3? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are getting slammed when we're trying to go find a fishy friend.
Barkley always likes to get slammed.
21.
Oh my, Barkley.
Cheers, bitch.
He got a nat 20, so a 22, but you succeeded 2 of those, so you do manage to outdrink him. He's still standing. He's hiccuping. He did not barf yet, but he's like, okay. I can't do anymore. I'm good.
You see,
Oh boy.
you just see a pile of bones in the ground.
Did he die?
It's like they're disassembled and there's just like a skull on top.
He's like, I'm really gonna get in trouble if I just let that dude die on my watch. Like,
Simon's gonna look at him and be like, that's a big question.
Suddenly, the skull just like hops off the ground for just a split second as you hear like a.
Oh god, is he like the skeleton in The Last Unicorn?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, he is. He is now. I can take another one. That was a 2 total. I'm rolling horrible. That was a nat 1, by the way.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Yeah, let's.
he's like, I can give you a lift home if you need.
I mean, what are you driving?
Just don't chip the skull. That's the moneymaker.
Come on, I'll show you. And he starts leading the way, and he's sort of like weaving.
Oh god.
Alas, I hardly knew me.
Wait, we need to go catch a fish.
I mean,
We
I've
need
never
to-
heard it called that, but
We need to go. No. We need to go.
alright. I mean,
We
if,
need to go
if
find the bitch
you
in the
don't want
water.
to see the cool, if you don't want to see the cool wheels, it's fine. I didn't want to share a Sharky with you anyway.
You got a shark? No, you got a sharky.
I do have a Sharky.
No.
Is his name? Is his name
I think
Finn?
the best part is just Reese's camera shaking while he's laughing.
He's dying over there. I love it.
So he
Now the
takes
real
you,
game begins.
He takes you to
Listen, you were here for the first orgy. This is already baby school.
But I didn't get to stick around for that one either.
Somebody had to take me before I got done with the vampire.
That was over 1,000 years ago.
Still salty. So he takes you to the edge of like where the royal grounds is, to the equivalent of like the parking lot, and you pass several like really nice cars and motorcycles, and that just, it looks like a tractor. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but it's here. He says, and here we are, hey buddy. And sitting where, like, sort of lower to the ground is a gigantic mechanical shark. It looks mostly like a regular shark, except it's got these 4 little weird robotic feet underneath.
Where have I seen that before?
And I don't know what you're talking about. It rubs its nose and it's just cuddles him.
Land shark. I
Sharky!
remember that.
How fast is he?
He's so fast.
He looks. I kind
You wanna
of.
see something cool?
He goes in to pet him.
He like nuzzles you.
Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. This Simon's gonna fall on the ground and start like wrestling with the shark.
Who's a cute little shark? Who's a predator of the deep? You are!
He's gonna like tickle him on the side of the mouth. Come on, open up. Give me a smile. Give me a smile. Smile.
And he like sneezes and this ray of fire comes out and scorches the ground a few feet in front of you.
While they're doing that, can I?
You're like one singed eyebrow.
Can I summon Bork, please?
Yeah, yeah. So where are you when you summon Bork?
I'm still outside. I'm just gonna sit like right there, just sit whatever, just on the floor, because this is too much.
There's like all throughout this area, most of the castle grounds are open air. They do have dozens of little like ponds and rivers and streams and whatnot. And you sort of plop down next to one of them and summon him. You're like, okay, all right. It take more than a second because we're on the same plane, and coming out of the water, just sort of like spectrally rising out of the water, Bork comes out. I missed you! Where were you? It's been like 20 minutes. It was the worst time ever.
I'm sorry. We ran into a portal. We're fighting a monster. It punched in the face. I was in the dark place again, and then we were here.
You were in the dark place again?
Yes.
Oh. Was it
It's
cold
cold.
again?
Simon's gonna stop and sit up really abruptly, like,
You're not there.
oh wait.
Yeah,
okay.
you're having
You didn't call him.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we were super smart and we split
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Carry on. Sorry.
I don't know what's going on. They were talking about a lunar night or something like that, and I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I mean, I don't, but does it kind of sound like a Henshin name to you?
I mean, yes, but it also sounds like super evil.
I
And
mean,
if it was
nothing
that
about
place,
nights.
maybe it is super evil.
I mean, there's nothing evil about nights or about the moon.
But it's scary in the dark. I don't like the dark.
I know. Well, there's. Where are we?
We're in Subnautica.
Cool. Why?
I'm here. I'm doing something. What's up?
Okay.
I don't know. There was, like I said, the monster punched me in the face, and then we ended up here. So
Punched you in the face and teleported you to another city. Got it. Okay.
yeah,
That's a strange monster I've never heard of.
it's really weird.
They have some here too, but I was gonna say it might be something that you could talk to the ranger court about. I mean, I know that you're sort of like about them right yet, but they do know a lot about this stuff.
Oh, well, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of worried. Maybe they made a mistake and they're gonna take away my power, and I don't want that.
They don't make mistakes. I wouldn't have chosen you if it was a mistake, Sammi. And he like cuddles up next to you.
She just cries. It's been a weird day. I don't know what to think.
Oh my god, Scotty. Why? Heart-wrenching moment with the puppy.
Whatever.
Sorry.
He's like, if you don't want to talk to him, it's fine. I thought they might help because like they know a lot of stuff.
Well, okay. Might be a good idea to talk to them. Probably will do when we get back home, I guess. As long as that thing doesn't happen again. That might be
Hopefully
worth.
not. I mean, it only happens when you get hurt, right? So just don't get hurt.
Yeah, but
Or like when you're in really stressful situations. Don't get any stressful situations. Don't fight any like big scary monsters that want to bite your face off.
Underwater, fish, for example.
well, that might be a problem.
Why?
We gotta go find a fish, friends.
I mean, if it's just a fish, there's nothing to worry about.
It's a big fish, bites. So I'm sure it's
Oh.
fine. It's
I
fine.
believe in you. I'm sure you've got this.
Thank you, Bork. You're such a good. Just good.
And he just cuddles you.
Yes. I
So what are the rest of you guys doing?
I want to go find the weapons place. I'm just gonna. This is too weird for me.
I'll go with crypto to the weapons place.
Okay. So are you guys just going weapons shopping, or are you gonna aiming to talk to the director Inella about weapons, or just go off and find a shop on your own?
Both. All three.
Okay.
What were the options again?
Go off and find something on your own, or talk to the director, talk to Inella, because she had mentioned providing you guys with some weaponry.
The director for mission weapons, the regular shops for personal weapons.
Okay.
Lyra, would you like to come along?
No, I'll stay with Sammi. So that's 2.
All right. I guess just text us or call us if, you know.
If I had a cell phone.
You have a cell phone.
Okay. Just making sure. I'll text you.
So Inella says, so we can basically order whatever you want. Honestly, it's not a big deal because you guys are here with the king, and it's not really enforced on his grounds because he's king and what he says goes. But once you go out of the city, you guys are probably going to have to confiscate or have your weapons confiscated. It's kind of law. They give them back to you, obviously, and it's a very robust system. But I can, however, I might be able to find a shop that you can buy them in, though.
What are you thinking, Daiyo?
Yeah, I mean.
So she leads you to the edge of what you now know are the royal grounds, and because it's funny, we'll say that as you guys are walking, you see like 4 people standing around, and this guy on the ground wrestling with what at first you thought was a car, but now you see is a metallic robot shark.
This place is weird.
And then you hear the familiar high-pitched giggling, and realize that it is your very high Apogee Hobgoblin underneath said shark.
Do you think they're in trouble? We should that shark.
I have no idea.
I think he's got it, as you hear, like, from a skull. You didn't even realize Sparkly's skull's just sitting right there.
The really buff Triton that they had been drinking with is just sort of sitting there laughing. Open another beer.
Ooh, sorry.
The skull, like, hops over to a beer, and it, like, uses its jaw to open up one.
Do you realize we have to go hunt like a thing in about an hour, right?
Yeah, but
My body's back where I left it, I think. Don't worry, I'm not driving my body while under the influence.
you're right. I should probably try and sober up before we start out going.
Maybe it's too late now, but we can use this to as bait anyway.
No, I'll be fine.
That's a good idea.
No, just give me an hour.
Haven't you seen this trick before? And I take the bottle somehow, and I like lodge it into like the nose part of the skull and drink it that way.
The guy sitting next to you thinks it is absolutely hilarious.
Barkley's pulling that party guy that has one trick, and he just doesn't
He's like,
know when to stop.
okay, hang on, watch this, guys. You guys are cool. All right, come here, Sharky, let's go. And as he says that, the shark goes from like sort of playfully mauling at Simon and leaps at this guy and goes as if it were going to like jump on his back, and the entire thing of this shark sort of splits open and wraps around him. And you guys realize you're staring at an Exozord. Like striking a pose. Hey, cool.
That's pretty neat.
A tough crowd.
I mean,
think you
Simon
guys
is
need
very
more.
impressed.
I
So you're a
mean,
Henshin.
it's okay, I guess.
Yeah. I'm a king shark. You can call me a Requin. Yeah,
Um,
kind of on vacation now, but Sharky
Where-
goes where I go.
Weird question. Do you happen to know someone called Lunar Knight?
It's very rude to just assume we all know each other. Actually, we kind of do. No, I don't know anybody better than him. Nah.
Okay.
Well, they're obviously not here because they're lame losers, but the Aqua crew might know. They're a lot more involved in that sort of stuff than me.
Oh.
You
They are
had a
here.
missing Henshin that you're looking for, or?
I don't know. I will look at crypto. Like, should we talk about this without Aya?
Daiyo.
Who's Daiyo?
Sammy?
Yeah, who dat?
This is a third person! Oh my god!
The
Triple body swap.
yeah,
That would
maybe
be freaky.
yeah, maybe we should get her and see if this Aqua team or Hunger Force or whatever they were called knows.
Aqua
What?
crew!
That's right. Oh wait, what the heck? And you just see like Barkley's right hand just skittering over, and it just like signals to his skull like. Well, I think the rest of my body wants me to go get it, so I'll go grab that, and then we can go and look for this team or something, right?
You should travel with your Scotty on top of your head.
Oh, that's a good idea. Come here, Handy.
Looks like a weird horse or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, now you get nightmare fuel as a skeleton hand. It has like 5 bony legs for a skull.
I somehow 100% believe that Aya could make that actually kind of cute. Somehow.
I'm
I
sure.
don't know how.
I'm sure.
Like, but imagine a little, like, skull puppy.
A skull puppy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name of my new band.
Skull puppy. All right, tonight we're skull puppy. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry.
Who's a good boy?
Okay, so we're going to find this group, right?
Yeah, like,
Um,
southwest.
Did you want to do some weapon shopping before that and have you guys meet up later, or?
I absolutely would like to go weapon shopping first.
Yeah.
I could
I'm
use.
curious to see what Subnautica
We'll
has.
say to make life easier, all of you guys can gather up. When you guys are heading out to go weapon shopping, so first off, the director says that she'll give you any weapons that you guys would like in the non-lethal form for free as part of doing this job for her as a favor. Anything else you would like, you have to go buy on your own. And I will say one of you can go ahead and make a investigation check at advantage to try and find the best weapon shop in town.
My bonus is 12, so
All right, now we're doing actual rolls. I'm gonna take the face off so I can see things.
I would like to submit myself for the roll for investigation at a plus 12 bonus. Is that agreeable for everyone?
Go for it.
Ooh, okay. So that's going to be a 30.
Jesus.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I guess you don't need to roll.
So looking around, you find all kind of shops. This place is absolutely packed with all manner of things. There's one that you find, the first ones that you run into are, because you guys walk through the sort of center of town, which is where a lot of the imports and whatnot are, and walk through, it's obviously a fish market. You see Frisky's Fresh Fishies with a tabaxi sort of hawking their goods. Priscilla's Pescarian Pet Store, which seems to be something of a aquatic animal pet store. You do find a weapon shop. When you're sort of going in and looking around, you realize this is a tourist trap. It's the equivalent of the Otakon samurai swords, where it's like, yeah, it's a sword, but the second you hit somebody with it, it's gonna break.
Got it.
But looking around, you do find your way because you rolled fucking amazingly. You do hear about one place that's actually frequented seemingly by a lot of Henshin, and apparently some of the not so savory aspects of society. But they have pretty reliable weapons.
I wish I could use any of these. But unfortunately, I only know the ones that I can copy a schematic for.
You can pay for the permissions to copy them.
Wait, really?
I mean, it's exactly as if you had gotten the weapon. If you bought the weapon and scanned it, it's yours.
How much for this one as I awkwardly pull up a rocket launcher on my shoulder?
Yeah, buddy, I don't know that you can afford that one.
Okay, how about this one? He pulls up the grasshopper from Men in Black.
That one would be funny, but no, I think that's my price range, buddy.
That's a strength check every time you fire, DC 25.
Blows off your arm.
Fucking hilarious. Now I have to make that gun just because it would be hilarious to see you roll for it because I know you'd use it.
DC 25, if you fail by 5 or more, you get knocked back 10 feet.
Mm-hmm. So the shop that you come to is run by a merfolk, and say a little sort of nook in the wall place that is inside a tall, like the windy conch shells. And the front of the place seems to be a general like weapons repair sort of thing. And it has a bunch of stuff for like law enforcement, has like different programs for a firing range and whatnot. But as you're talking, you had figured that the specific code word to say is shell down. And the merfolk behind the counter is like, oh, okay, so you guys are here for the, all right, for shell down. All right, come on. And he swims behind the counter. The shop that you're in, the back half of the entire thing is underwater, and he says, some of you might have to hold your breath. I don't know. Okay, cool. He swims down into underneath, and it is completely lightless down here until he sort of just waves his hand, and a line of bioluminescent jellyfish all start to light up all around this place. And you are in like the cheesy weapons wall of various different things. Pretty much any weapon from the PHB you can get here, and maybe a couple others. So, what are you folks looking for? I've got swords, not really that useful here, but you guys don't look like natives, so it might not be a problem.
Well, I know I'm kind of looking for just a little variety of things here and there.
I'm looking for something that does damage extra bad against corrupted. Got anything like that?
Let me check my stock. He's like, no, I don't really have anything like that. That's not something we have a huge need for. Pretty much the only source of great corruption is over at Sukun Lake, and De-Fraggers don't really need weapons for that. They kind of, do their own thing. Yeah.
Wow, what about this one? As he pulls out this big heavy assault rifle, and it says like Test Wave 2 assault rifle not patched.
Give me a second. Let me look at the weapon.
It's a no because it's the 3d6 one.
Okay.
Just another visual gag as Barkley's just going around the place.
He's like, I don't have anything that would deal extra damage to corruption, but like any kind of weaponry. I have armor if any of you guys are interested. if you're interested, he says, looking at Crypto, because you're the only one in the room that wears armor. Oh, sorry, no, Daiyo does as well.
No, I only wear my synth.
Maybe we should get Lyra something. She seems to get hit a lot.
No, but that'll ruin my aesthetic.
No, that's why you get the that's why you get what I
Battle
have.
hoodies.
What do I have?
Hurts War battle hoodie. Don't even.
What am I wearing? There's some specific like fiber mesh one that looks like normal clothes, but it's armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plasteel fiber clothing. You can
Yeah.
get that.
You could get that, yeah.
Yeah, plasteel fiber. It's 75 gold. It's 11 plus your dex. The con is mending costs double if it gets torn.
Ooh.
He says, yeah, we have plenty of that. And if it's not your show, we can change it. I have a, give me a second. And he sort of like goes over in a little door that you hadn't realized underneath one of the tables. He sort of bangs on it. Ned, what are you doing? Come on out, we got a customer. And out from behind the door, you, what? This teethy maul of a Shahoogan. Oh, customers. What do you need? He's like, we need mending. Your like sewing stuff. Get your machine. We might have somebody who wants some plasteel fiber clothing. He says, oh, okay, I can do that.
Ooh, do you have any code armor? If we're gonna be fighting corruption stuff. Code armor is intelligence based and gives +1 to corruption saving throws. It costs literally what we just got paid, though. It's 500 gold. Oh, it's 13 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, damn.
Maximum of 2, unfortunately.
He's like, yeah, we do have that if you're interested. I'll be honest, I was kind of saving it for some of the De-Fraggers, but you guys are a lot more entertaining. They're kind of sticks in the mud usually.
I don't know, this looks like something Simon would be interested in.
I don't know. Crypto's
You're
really
muted,
fun.
Simon.
He's a good boy.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. No, I was saying is I already kind of do that naturally. My IC is already 17 and benefits from my intelligence bonus. So, if you want to be more like me, then by all means, go ahead and wear the armor.
He says, I do have this one. This one's pretty cool. And walks over and pulls off a chainsaw off the wall. He's like, I like this one. This one's actually been modded so that it can work underwater, which they normally can't do. And he revs it, and as soon as he does, the little Shahoogan that had been like pulling out reams of fabric just sort of like jumps out of his skin. I don't like that thing. Why do you always turn that on? And just disappears into the door underneath the table.
Something about that thing seems familiar.
No, I'm okay on that one. I'm looking for some daggers and some ranged kind of weapons. Just because I feel like I'm lacking in that department.
Yeah, we have plenty of daggers. We have, let's see, we've got these little tiny ones. We have throwing ones. We have ones that work best underwater.
Probably at least one that's for underwater. And just a regular throwing one. And then, so at least those two. What do you have in the ranged weapons?
Well, ranged weapons. Let's see. We've got the laser bow, and for the traditionalists, we have the regular composite bow, and it's like it is the equivalent of your traditional 5e bow, but it's all like instead of the like wood, it's like high carbonate metal and plastic and sort of things. That we have let's see, we have the laser disc. This is what I like. It's basically a frisbee that can fuck you up. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Offering the Winari a disc. That's racist.
I mean, I didn't promise he wasn't a racist. He's
Could I
like,
try that one out? Actually, I'd like to take it.
yeah, sure.
Take it down to the range.
He'll let you try him out. Yeah. Let's see. This one I like. This is the blaster rifle. He pulls out like this big hulking gun.
It's just like the one I pulled out, but it says it's been revised.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was kind of expensive though, but it's pretty nice. We'll say that one, the way that it works is it does deal a significant amount of damage, but you can only get one attack with it around. It's like, it is pretty cool though. Yeah, but anything you want, and looking around, like mechanically, anything that you would want you could get out of the PHB, you can get here. And potentially maybe some magic items. Let me see what he might have in that way. I do have this one. You guys look okay. Some of you look like the type that use armor. I don't know. I have this one. He pulls out this presses a button, and one of the walls moves, and turns like a turnstile, and reveals this suit of like breastplate. He says that's armor of gleaming. It never gets dirty. Doesn't matter if you get squid ink on it, blood, any kind of viscera rolls right off it. Let's see.
I just noticed when I was looking through here, I'm not sure if you've made a patch on this or not. The Holoknight, you start with 3 weapons in your schematics, but every level you get another 3. So I essentially have all the weapons. I don't. Maybe one. I'm gonna go with 1 per level, maybe. So.
You get 3 additional ones per level? Shit. Okay, we might have to look at that one again.
Yeah.
Sounds nuts.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but I guess Barkley doesn't.
It does seem like a handful of you are interested in firearms. I do have these, and he reaches down and presses another button, and a tiny little slot that you guys hadn't even seen opens up, and he opens up what looks like to be the size of like a cigar box. These bad boys, these are +1 ammunition. They hurt like a bitch. Oh, you interested in these ones, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. He says these bad boys, they'll be about sort of like sizing all of you up.
He pulls out Test Wave 2, looking at the vent prices.
We'll say $350 a pop. But these things will pierce the hide of any magical beast that's resistant to normal weaponry.
I'm just curious, do you have any attachments or modifications for a firearm? I don't know, like noise suppressor or a chainsaw or something.
It's like, I don't know that I can attach the chainsaw to a firearm. If you want to commission that, I can see about getting it done, but I don't know how
No, I mean, I'm not gonna use it, but...
I just want it. Not gonna use it, but... Okay, so mechanical thing. I feel like I saw a laser sight somewhere in Test Wave 2. Am I going crazy?
Yeah, totally. You're totally going insane.
Okay.
I'm joking. It's probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Phew. All right. Weapons, special weapons. Nope.
I feel like it was under magic items because it would be a magic weapon or it'd be a magic thing.
It might be. You might be thinking dark matter. Dark matter had a lot of actual extra attachments.
Maybe.
I'm looking right now. You
Yeah.
can continue.
He says, I have some things. It doesn't necessarily make it easier for you to hit, but it can certainly help you see a lot better.
I like it.
Let's say that would be maybe about 100 gold.
Okay.
I will say that gives you advantage on perception checks when you're looking through your gun with it.
Okay.
Anything else? I
Can
know.
do you have another attachment like a flashlight or something?
Oh, I mean, I don't really. Yeah, we got something like that. And he actually turns around and goes to the workbench, and in just a few minutes, sort of like slaps something together, and he says, "Here we go. That should suffice." There you go. Yeah.
Is that an Omni tool?
Oh, what I'm using? Yeah, they're nice. I like them so much. That would be about 25 gold.
Okay.
I know Crypto was buying some daggers and whatnot, and they're just the prices they are in the PHB.
That's right. I actually have money now. I was wanting to buy something. Barkley just remembers something, gets really excited, and leaves the place. Kazune.
Yeah.
Okay. Guessing he's not one for armor then. Cool. Armor and weaponry. Nifty.
Yeah, he looks at his diagram book, and it's got like every single armor type and weapon type already at 6th level. And he's like, oh, well.
I'm good. I'm just gonna go get drunk with Shark Guy again.
He actually goes to whatever the equivalent would be to the glasses store, like Lens Crafters.
Okay.
And
Like for eyeglasses or for like the thing that I think
he
you're looking
asks
for?
for these.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And that's a common item.
So we'll say that you're intelligent enough. You make your way to the equivalent of like a video store, like the things that
Video
don't exist in
store?
real life
What is
anymore.
that?
Yeah, I know.
Rock muster.
Yeah, when the internet is an actual place, the concept of online shopping kind of loses its appeal a little bit. Considering that's pretty much what the virtual world here is. It's straight up another plane.
Follywood cassette.
Yeah, definitely that one. You...
Wait, we gotta add that to the list. An area called Follywood.
Yes, write it down.
It's everybody falling. It's just infinite stairs.
So you go into the store and you see sort of sitting behind the desk is sitting on the desk actually working on a little radio thing, sort of like testing wires and tying them off and doing spot solder. Oh, can I help you? And it's another Shahugan with like just a giant maw of teeth and these big bottle glasses.
Oh, yes. Do you have any of those AEN glasses?
We might. Give me a sec. And just sort of like jumps off of the counter and goes rummaging around in boxes behind him and sort of looks around. He's about maybe like Shahugan are small, right? They're like 3 feet tall or so.
No, they are
No?
tall.
They're big guys? I thought
They're like
they were
at least
tiny.
6 foot. They're tall dudes.
Oh, okay. This guy is surprisingly short then. He's about 4 feet or so.
Okay.
He says, they're up there, and points to like the highest shelf where they've got like the big bulky boxes and they have like the plastic things on there so it goes off if you leave the store without paying.
Is he going to get the like store stepper or ladder or something?
Yeah, he'll
that every
go do
retail
that.
store has.
Yeah, if you don't offer to help, he'll sort
as
of
he's
like...
going to get that and he comes back with it, Barkley's just like his jaw somehow dislocates and it just goes like up and down like the Canadians from South Park and he just goes like I got this, and he just jumps and he grabs it.
Yeah, you can easily jump up and grab a box and he's just like, oh, okay. Goes to sit down.
For funsies, I rolled athletics. Do you want me to go with that, or do you want me to just do it?
It'd be funny to go with it, but I'll say no matter what, you succeed. It's just a matter
Okay,
of
because I got a
making
nat
yourself look
20.
dumb. It looks awesome, and you're suddenly really disappointed nobody came with you, and he had his back turned.
That's what these glasses will be for.
He says those are 130.
How about 100? And I, the famous Spark Lee, give you a promotional voice clip that you can use on radio and stuff like that.
You are so underbid. You should get like a dozen of them for that.
I should. I should have my own branding deal with
You're
these.
not there.
I
No,
was gonna
no,
say,
I got-
nobody
I got-
asked
I
me
got
if I wanted to tag along.
I got a yellow text
Oh.
box. I'm crazy like Deadpool.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you asked him to come along.
Simon was totally looking for some fucking electronics. See
Oh.
PMs.
Okay.
Gridmaster.
I've heard of a commander that did that, so that's why I'm thinking of doing that. Commander to some ship that had a bunch of varied raced crew, and they explored many places. A lady that was blue and stuff like that.
So, he's like, yeah, no, 130 is a fair price.
But how about 100 though?
No, it's 130, yeah.
But you know, it would be really nice if
Well, I mean, if you
someone
don't
like me
want them,
would
that's
just.
fine.
I know. I mean, what's 35 gold when you get free advertising from a celebrity?
Nicely enough, I said 130, not 135. Are you listening to the video while you're 2 feet away from me? Oh, okay. Sorry. Kevin's on the stairs with the dog because Terry apparently needs to have a den, and the best one is the bottom of the basement stairs.
Is there any way I could haggle this down?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. You're realizing now that aside from like King Elliot, most of the people in Subnautica are a little bit more disengaged from the rest of Radix. They're not as impressed by a celebrity that they don't recognize all that well.
Pretty sure this
Nobody
one.
knows who Barkley is.
This is killing him on the inside if he wasn't already dead. 12.
He's like, sorry, 130. I mean, that's how it is.
Jawbone like juts out a little bit, grinds back and forth, left and right, and he just puts the money on the table and grabs the box and goes. 130, you said. Okay.
For what what Simon was asking for. That one, he says those. Okay, so the AEN glasses, we discussed those for your friend are 130. The toe ring that you were interested in, I do have one in stock, but it's very valuable. I'd say that one's maybe about $550.
What's the name of the shop?
It doesn't have a name. It's
Short Tooth's Emporium.
Yes, Short Tooth's Emporium.
I don't know. Okay. All right.
Writing it down now.
I'm writing it down too. I'm gonna be a jerk, and I'm gonna give him a bad Gelp review.
A bad review.
A bad Gelp review.
You wouldn't bargain with me for $30.
Exactly.
Well, no. In that
Wouldn't even
case,
let me see his manager.
In that case,
Sharp Tooth's Electronic Emporium.
Electronic Emporium. Okay.
I'll just get the AEN today then.
Okay, there we go. 130. It was nice doing business with you guys. Have a good one. And he immediately sits back down on the table. As soon as you guys have your purchases, he just starts ignoring you and working on the radio that he had been working on again.
Let me go unbox my glasses.
So any of the rest of you wanted to do any shopping?
Yeah, sorry, I was just doing math.
It's cool.
Take a moment. Meditate.
Oh God, Scotty.
Wow, my background looks really messed up now. These are the, if you can't tell, they're the old school
Oh,
3D
boy.
glasses.
Oh boy, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. So from the weapon and armor shop, I think I would like some chainmail.
Okay.
Preferably something kind of looking like more like a jacket or vest or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, so like it's Retroverse, so you effectively make it look like whatever. You
Yeah. Yeah. So some chainmail, 2 daggers, one that's more water centered, I guess. Do you guys have what are they? The knuckles, the metal knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah, the brass knuckles. They're named metal knuckles. Page 169.
If they're aquatic, shouldn't they be like barnacles?
Oh my God. Because that's super dumb. Yes, that's what they're called.
It says like bar dash knuckles. Bar
Yeah.
knuckles.
And
They're
they've
really-
got barnacle knuckles on them, so they're really extra sharp.
They're really
Mhm.
confused and they're like, "Oh, that thing."
Since we're in like a D20 modernish kind of setting, it's got like the plastic bag, but it's got like the cardboard staple thing on top of the bag opening, and it's got like a crab that's like in a boxing position or something.
What were they called again?
Barnacles? Oh, no. Sorry.
No, in the
Metal knuckles, I think.
Metal knuckles. They're simple melee weapons on page 169 of Test Wave 2.
Wait, metal knuckles? Okay, it's a red echidna, but he's all chrome skinned. See, it's metal knuckles.
Maybe
we'll
2.
say yeah. However, he upcharges you. You're pretty sure they're not worth it, but he asked for 1 gold.
All right. Do you have another one of these? 2 of them total.
2 of the knuckles? Yeah, sure.
So 2 daggers, 2 knuckles, the chainmail. You wouldn't happen to have some sort of, let's go with gun, but is for somebody who's not the greatest at aiming. Maybe like a wide shot. I don't know what they would call them. I'm not very gun centric.
So like scatter shot.
Sure.
Funnily enough, those are actually a thing. That Chris put into the thing. Now I gotta look up and see what they do.
I know.
There's the shredder.
I think that was what I had in mind.
The shredder's the shotgun.
And then you fixed it somewhere. Weapons. So let me go down. Techno Viking, wrestler backgrounds, equipment, shredder. So in the Retroverse changes, all targets in a 15-foot cone must make a DC 12 Dex save or take 1d10 pierce damage. Requires action to use. Something like that.
Yeah, that works.
I hear the pizza guy.
For that one, he says, that would be, let's say, 55.
Sure.
Bigger than Kevin.
Is that I don't remember now. Does that require ammunition or is it just like a recharge?
The shredder.
It's an energy. It's marked as energy, so you has to take a recharge or whatever. Okay.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. So that sounds good enough for me.
if I recall correctly, energy means that you don't add the dex modifier to the attack, to the damage.
Yeah.
Do they?
All right, and you saw my entry about the +1 hammer head for the chaining.
Yes, I did.
So- That's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like 2 of you got weapons. 3 of you got weapons.
In another store nearby. It's definitely not that store, because that guy's he sells things too expensive. He's ripping you off. So Barkley tries to find probably like the CVS equivalent, and he's looking for shades that look like sunflowers.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they're kind of it's a kitschy thing, but yeah, you could probably find them easily enough.
Okay, how much are they?
They just glasses,
Yeah, they're probably just like cheap plastic shades or something.
like 3 silver.
Okay.
Is there a Lyra that works underwater?
There is actually there's a candle in the PHP or in the DMG I think about.
It's a common magic item, right?
Candle of the
Yeah.
Deep. Yep, that's
the one.
Xanathar's.
So also cigarettes that work underwater.
Essentially, yes.
I will say that you can get both the underwater lighter and 10 cigarettes for 50 gold. I did different shops, and they don't upcharge you on that one as much.
Huh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey Lyra, how are you doing?
Yeah, you guys getting anything?
No,
Okay.
No.
I use magic.
I've
Doing
got,
okay.
yeah, I'm fine. I don't know what everybody else is doing. Are you doing okay?
I don't
You were
know.
puking earlier.
I'm fine. I pet a dog, so you know.
That's always nice.
That shark
This
behind
is
you.
Borg,
Bark,
by
bark.
the way. I don't know what that is for.
Hi, Borg.
He's a laser corgi.
That's adorable.
He just leans over closer to you, Sammy. Can I talk? Hi!
Ah!
It's the trailer for the Sonic movie all over again. Just screaming at each other.
Okay. Hello.
Who are you? Are you friends with Sammy? Do you have a new friend, Sammy?
I think we're
She
friends.
doesn't make salsa with apples, does she?
No.
Ew.
Okay, good. She's good. I like her.
Little speech bump out of nowhere. Hey!
This is Lyra.
I'm Bork.
Hi, Borg. I'm Lyra. I don't know what to say. She says, I don't know what to say to your talking dog. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You could just talk to me like a normal fleshy person.
Yeah, see, the thing is, like, I'm new here and I really don't know anybody, and I don't want to follow anybody around because I don't want them to think that, like, I'm clingy or anything, but, you know,
but
like,
you're
again, I
It's
don't...
your life. It's fine. It's cool. You just find a friend and you stick with him forever, and he just cuddles up against Sammy.
You can be my friend. We can be friends.
Lyra, like, bounces on her toes. Okay!
So awkward.
Yeah.
So we'll say about this time, the rest of you are gathered up with your new accoutrements and weaponry and cool glasses.
I hug Lyra though.
Oh, thank you. God, you don't know how much this hug means to me.
Check-
You feel like a light breeze on your pant leg, and then realize that Bork is like trying to cuddle you, but he's going through you because he's ethereal.
Aw.
God, that's adorable. Oh.
He's a very good boy.
If I cast minor illusion of a bone, can I throw it and will this dog get it?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, I cast Minor Illusion of a Bone and try to hand it to the dog.
Barkley gasps, thinking he's missing one.
Oh god, it's a plastic bone.
He just
It's a
sort of, like,
squeaky.
holds it where it is in space because it's not. Can you move Minor Illusion? As
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can
it's
as an
just like-
action. So he's just like, I got
so much.
it.
I love it.
Because it's effectively an illusion of interacting with a ethereal being that's not really there either.
So-
I thought it would work.
He's not like he's a spirit animal, so he's not really here per se.
I'm here and not here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly it works. I'm not sure exactly how anything works.
It's spirit henshin magic.
I don't know anything about that because I don't. Nobody told me.
You should ask the Aqua team. Aqua team was a...
I think they're the Hunger Force.
Scotty, I hate you so much.
That's the second
I got
time.
that joke every fucking time from Kevin while we were making these guys.
I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like Panos from 200 years ago.
Bork sort of like the Aqua crew? What are they?
Henshin that might know something about the Lunar Night. I don't know, the shark weirdo told us about them.
Shark weirdo.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I can hear you, but I'm really disappointed they couldn't.
What do you say?
Shark weirdo. Ooh ha ha. So,
Well,
what are you doing?
you seemed really down in the dumps, Sammy. So I went to this glasses place that was not Short Tooth's Electronic Emporium. I heard that place is really nasty. No one should ever go there. But I went to the next door place, which is much better, and they had these. And he just pulls out these little generic ass sunflower shades.
Lyra leans over to Sammy and says, "That's the cutest shit I've ever seen."
I love him. Thank you.
And he goes to grab him, and then he sees the dog, and you see him flinch and get really nervous and scared around the dog.
The dog just wags his tail. Hi, Bark.
He gets up on a stool if he can, and he like holds his shorts like a skirt, and he's just it's a
You
dog,
just, like,
it's a
get up
dog.
on what like you initially think is another one of those trash cans, except it's apparently a robotic trash can and just starts rolling away with you on it.
Like the cat on the Roomba.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought you were
it's a
gonna.
trash can Roomba.
I thought you were gonna pull one of my things where just an inanimate object suddenly can talk, and it's just gonna be like, "Hey, I'm holding trash over here."
How dare.
At least
Now
it's not a
I'm actually
hedge.
wondering if mimics could be integrated into society in any way.
At least it's not a hedge talking to me. Anyway, so.
It's true.
We're not that high.
Yet.
Or are we?
Oh.
Oh.
What
Oh.
are you guys
shoot.
doing?
Suddenly reminded of gotta go home and water the plants.
Now I just can't help but think Simon is either Cheech or Chong as a hobgoblin. Either or.
Yeah, he's definitely more Chong, I think.
Alright.
Well, I mean, I'll probably just. Well, I'm fine, you guys. It's been a weird couple minutes. How long has it been? I'm not even sure.
It's only been a few hours, including all the shopping we've been doing.
Yeah. You were in Subnautica for maybe about an hour or so
Okay.
before you met Ayala. And then at this point it's getting close to the like did she say 2 hours or 3 hours?
2.
And getting close to that 2-hour mark.
We should probably be on down the road.
Yeah. We probably need to get the stun weapons from her, so we don't hurt the thing.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. I'll set my phaser to stun as he pulls out the phaser rifle from Test Wave 2. That has the stunning feature already on it.
Nice.
Sorry, what were you going to say, Daiyo? Sorry.
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you guys make your way back to where you arranged to meet the director, whose name I gotta find again, Anela. And when you get there, she's actually at the same parking lot area where you guys had been hanging out before, and she's in front of the equivalent of like a cross between a motorboat that has like a glass covering on it, so that seemingly it can go above water or underwater at the same time. And she's sort of like sitting there, standing there, going over things on a tablet and talking. There's a crowd of various individuals running around. You do see off in a corner of the parking lot the shark robot again, except the mouth is open, and sleeping inside of the mouth is that same guy just passed out.
Shark weirdo.
Shark weirdo.
Like, while we're walking, Barkley's like adjusting his glasses and is like setting up username, and he's just like, cool dude 1995.
Love it.
Wouldn't it be cool dude XY or whatever?
Oh yes, no, it's cool dude 20XX, because apparently that was the coolest year ever for some reason.
20 XDX.
I don't remember that year.
Yeah, it was 1,000 years ago.
Oh, that was bad even for me. I was gonna say it was pretty mazy instead of hazy. That was pretty bad.
The funny thing is, nobody really knows about that.
Nope.
Nope.
We didn't tell anybody that shit because it just sounded like a bad trip.
I mean, hers probably told somebody.
I know where it's located in the multiverse.
So you guys approach and see a sort of like talking to a handful of other. You see mostly a bunch of like sea elves, a handful of water Genasi. She sort of turns to, oh, you guys are here. Okay. So we have a handful of things that you requested, and she sort of like directs you over to a crate that basically has whatever stuff you guys had requested. And she says, and I also got nets. I got these big ones. These ones are a little bit more normal size, and she pulls it out, and it's the equivalent of like a big blanket. She says, I also got the heavy duty ones in case he got a little bigger than last time we saw him, which I hope he hasn't, but you never know with these things because they're wild animals. And she starts to unfold it, and it takes like 3 guys to unfold it. It's the size of like a very long table. And she says, so there's that one if we need it. It's reinforced, but there is a good chance he might be able to get through it, so we'll see.
I'm sure we won't need it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are we going to be recorded for the documentary?
Well, yeah, it is a documentary. I mean, obviously, you guys have to give consent to it. I'm not going to film you just without asking. That's very rude. But,
Barkley's like, oh, well, wait a minute. And he just like pulls out a little makeup thing. And he's just...
Yeah,
and he's like fluffing his fro.
Do you have like a makeup crew or something?
He would have like something to shine the diamonds or something.
yeah, we have
Like a
one.
buffer. Like...
Oh yeah. You're not sure where he's connecting it to, but it's just.
She says, Jet over there, that our makeup artist, he'd be able to help you out mostly. And you see a water Genasi who's currently going through and like sorting out different kind of like the diving suits on racks.
Barkley's recording specific spots of it, like it's a behind the scenes thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look good for the documentary.
I.
Go ahead. So, I may say, because it's about 9:40 and my dog is shaking because apparently my assholes are neighbors that didn't run out of fireworks yet. That maybe next time we'll pick up with you guys going after the I lost the paper, the bitch here, and ask Scotty if I'm saying that right.
You are, and unfortunately that was its name. That's second.
Okay.
It's second edition. It's no,
Okay.
I didn't name it. I can tell you that.
Yeah. And I will say that you guys can level up before you go into this fight.
Yay.
So I believe next time we'll pick up with you guys going after the Bashir, and then maybe talking to the Aqua crew. We'll see.
We'll go with Bashir.
Maybe.
Bashir. Okay.
Bashir is in like the doctor from DS9.
It's Bichir is how it's spelled.
Yeah, so it's like a Bahir, but less. So
That's what I thought
That-
too.
that's
More
a-
there.
That's the name of an actual fish too. Now I think about it.
Oh,
Oh no,
really?
it is. No, yeah, the Bashir is a real fish.
This
Oh,
this
okay.
creature looks nothing like it. It's nothing like it.
Nifty. Okay.
Much
Yeah.
less imposing.
So we'll see you guys next time when they go hunt down a terrifying fish that may or may not try to bite their faces off.
I'm sure it's fine and nobody
And
will
maybe
ever-
go explore and meet some Henshin.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you don't get too tangled up.
and see the chaos that is Barkley given access to permanent streaming software.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
maybe somebody in the
For
other
those of you who
campaign
don't, those of you who have it, go check out the AEN glasses and the magic items of Test Wave 2.
Ironically, there is a pair of glasses that are 3D glasses. That's not what the AEE and glasses
That's true,
are.
yeah.
They're just
Yeah.
glasses I have. Sorry for the confusion.
I'm gonna be so mad if Bark ruins my secret identity.
Hey everyone, Cool Dude 20XX here on Witch Prime. Come subscribe to Witch Prime.
Yeah. So any announcements before we head out for the week?
Yo, just started my account. Be really cool if you threw me some. I want to say bits, but then I thought of another word that rhymed with that, and that would really not work.
Brits?
No, it would start with a T.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I assure you there are people that
throw
would
me
want-
some mitts.
Hmm.
No, that's
Yeah.
not legal on Witcher. You get banned instantly for that. But okay, no. Well, on a serious note, anyone else got any plugs before I do anything?
Sunday, Dungeon Academy. It's gonna be fun. Going to hell. Gotta fight some things.
Exciting. Sounds
Maybe,
terrifying.
maybe ask our new friend for some personal space because she's rambunctious.
Heard something about a hot red girl that isn't Yami, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, apparently hot red girls are just attracted to Lilia. I don't know. But that's the thing, so if you want to come hang out, join us there.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I believe Daiyo has a Patreon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
follow me. I mean, I draw sexy stuff and
Follow for the
monsters. Yeah. I
There's
believe.
monsters that I definitely will not ever torture Lluis with that he drew.
Yeah, every time I regret it so much. Every time.
I don't know what you do if an orc chieftain showed up.
Yeah, why didn't she show
Yeah,
up?
why did none of the sexy stuff show up? Where's all the
I'm
loot?
sorry. I haven't started out the new ones yet.
And
Yeah.
every time I draw an elemental ninja, I'm like,
It's worth. I do not have plans to send them after you guys yet. And the one shot that I did that was not streamed, I did use them and they were awesome. And they got immediately creamed because I allowed them to be like they
broken.
were like 12th level or something, so they just creamed the floor with everybody. Yeah. So all of us should have our Twitter handles under our names. Go follow us. We're awesome. And we usually post stuff around or before and concerning other streams.
I just realized through this whole stream, I've had Simon and Daiyo mixed. So you're welcome, everybody.
Nice. Love it.
Oh, good.
Body swapping, part 2. Tomorrow night, Trackless Sea, 7 o'clock. I'm excited. We're gonna fight a god, I guess. And hopefully this time all of us will be there.
You'll be fighting the Shadow of Ooptao. Yes.
Yeah. Shovel of a Bing Bang. Got it. Yeah, I'm excited and a little scared. And then Sunday is Waterdeep, and I'll be honest, I don't remember what we're doing.
That sounds like that campaign in a nutshell.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's exciting and awesome. Yeah. So go check it out. All of that is on Scotty's channel.
Yep, and as you can see from this, we are back to streaming live again. Hooray!
Yay!
Back to normal schedules now. As you said, the schedule for this week. And I just released the aquatic race, the Crab Men, on the DM's Guild. If you want to channel your I'm so shiny from Moana, there you go. You can be a crab man, click your claws around and be all fancy.
Yeah.
Have a shiny attribute.
What is
They could,
the
in
development
Retroverse.
on DM's Guild,
It's
Scotty?
on, yeah, it's on the DM's Guild.
And it's just called the Crabmen.
Yep.
Cool. Also check out Zebediah's Guide to Fishing. Some of the stuff you guys might see in Subnautica is from there, because
Ah!
I have access to a lot of Scotty's stuff, and he's kind enough to let me play test it here. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Ciao.
Goodbye.